I don't know if anybody can hear me, if anybody's watching this. Right, friends, hold on. Serena. Hold on, Serena. I'm coming. Invite. Done. Don't know why I didn't think it's before. Can anybody see me or hear me? No? Serena, if you can see something, if you can hear me or see me, please write something. I've invited you. Hello, can anybody see me here? Ladies? Someone's what now? Oh, thank God. Hi, Serena, can you see me? I'm assuming that that love face means yes, right? Oh, finally. My God, that was so annoying. I was losing hope, to be honest with you. I was going to give up. Okay. So what do I need to do now? What do I do? Serena or anybody that's watching, how do I add? Like, pin, press the comment. Okay. Pin comment. Let me. Okay. Press the comment and then it will say bring Serena on. Okay, Serena, if you can hear me, I'm clicking on the comment, yeah, and the only thing that's coming up is saying hide comment when I click the comment, and that's the dots next to it. But in terms of the actual name, I can't do anything other than like or pin comment. Don't hide this. Don't hide comment. Fuck's sake. Oh, so annoying. So annoying. Press on your Serena, I'm pressing the comment like I'm saying. It's only giving me like the option of hide this. I don't want to hide it. Hide comment. I don't want to hide the comment. I don't want to do that. No. Unhide. Okay. I'm pressing on your comments. Nothing's happening here. In terms of inviting, I've clicked on not just me talk to myself, please. Can you this is not what I signed up for, bro. Okay, if anybody's watching, I don't know. Let's see. Hi Tunde, whoever that is. Basically, what am I talking about? I don't know. I'm not talking about you, Serena. We were supposed to be talking about like obviously dating in this day and age, who has the upper hand, men or women, and I am a firm believer that currently right now, 2018, the men are winning, just because you know, like everything is in their court at the moment, in terms of things like how they can choose a partner. When I went live, okay, sorry to interrupt. What do I need to do now, Serena? When I went live, what? It gave me the option, invite friends. Is that not right? Did you press did you press a bring a buddy? Yeah, I said invite friends. Is that not the same thing? Okay, let's invite friends. I already yeah, I'm not a tech person. Just invited. Okay, done. Sorry. Hello? Oh, this is chaos. Hello? What's happening here? Fuck's sake. I'm fucking this up. Oh, shit. Read down. I think I'm still alive. If anybody that's watching. Okay. It won't even let me. It won't even let me to answer the phone calls now. Hello? Hello? Serena. Can't answer it. Won't even let me to call the number. I can't pick. Hello, Serena. Sorry? I'm doing it on my computer because my phone, when I try to open it on the Facebook app, keeps crashing. Like all the odds are against me tonight. Oh, is it? So how come you lot can see me then? Oh, no. It said invite friends, which is what I sent to you. But then when I tried to click on your comment, it just said like pin comment, like, or hide comment, but it didn't give me the option to add for some reason. It wouldn't. Okay, because the thing is now my thingy is I'm trying to access my phone here. The Facebook thing is I don't know if you can see that. It's just a good look at that. It's crashed. Crashed. Yeah, on the phone. That's why I was like, let me try it on. Let me try it on the machine. Fucking chaos, bro. It's mad. Very, very disappointing. Um. Oh, what? Like, just put your voice. You know what? Just okay, fine. You have my number. Just call me normally, because I don't know if this is gonna crash. Just call me normally, and then I'll put it on. Is that what you mean? On the loudspeaker. Okay. Sorry to anybody that's watching. This is so creepy, bro. I swear down. This is so creepy. I've never done a Facebook Live before. So apologies if I come across as nervous or strange or like I'm fresh off the boat. I probably am because I've never actually used it. I've watched videos, but I've never actually myself physically made a video. So I don't know. Excuse my naivety, lack of experience, which is probably why all my stuff is just failing. Everything I'm touching is failing. All my Serena, call me back again, please. Everything is failing, as you can see. Serena, call back, please. Oh, this is a nightmare. Serena. She's calling back. Hello? Hello, Serena? Oh, sorry. All right, you guys, excuse me while I call her back because I don't really know what's happening. I'm just gonna call her. That just makes the most sense, innit? Sorry, everyone, for the chaos. Oh, Serena, if you're trying to call me, I'm calling you back. Sorry, I'm looking down at my phone if it's ringing. What is ringing? The phone is frozen. Oh, hello? No, didn't get it. Hello? Oh, thank God. Okay. Okay, Serena, everyone, let's calm down. Sorry. Oh, my Lord. Okay, let me get this loudspeaker on. 1 second. Okay. Can you hear it? Oh, my God. I swear, I feel like just start. I wish it was TV, just start over. I've just mashed the whole thing up. I'm sorry. Okay. Can you hear yourself in the video?
No, I'm not in there yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm putting going in there on my iPad, but continue.
Okay, yeah. But so they can hear me, right? They can still hear me.
Yeah, if you're there.
Yeah, well, I am there. This is so weird. I swear to God, this is so weird. Okay. All right. So I'm going to give my perspective on what I believe are the current issues with. Sorry?
Hold on. No, I'm trying to. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I can see you now.
Okay. Should I continue or should I stop?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So like I was saying with Serena, sorry about this conventional setup, guys. Literally, like technology is failing me in every type of form tonight. So I didn't want to disappoint. So here I'm here to do it anyway. The show shall go on. Like I was saying, yes. With the current situation with dating right now, I think, I mean, from my own perspective, women are actually in a more difficult situation than they know of at the moment, because the odds are not in their favor in any shape or form. If you're a black woman already, that's one less point. If you're a woman that's maybe over the age of 25, that's another one less point. If you have children, maybe another less point, and so on and so forth. And what women don't know that they're dealing with is the likes of things like Instagram and things like women of other races, because now, back in the day, it used to be like, oh yeah, only like black women have fat bottoms, or or curvy or nice shapes, and only black women could cook, whatever food, if you're African or Caribbean, food from your ethnicity. But now you have a lot of women who are white or other colors going to the different countries and learning all the foods of the person who they're dating, and quite happily cooking the person's food, ethnic food. And obviously now, as we've all noticed, white women now, it's very, very rare you'll see a person with a flat behind now. It's like a rare thing. Most people are curvy. So I'm saying, let's think of it like, I think the way we need to approach it, dating now, is like, if you go into a situation where let's say, like when you go to interview for a job, yeah, use like 20 CVs, yeah, and your CV is 1 out of 20. Why should the employer pick you when all the other candidates have similar experience or similar education or backgrounds? What makes yourself stand out?
Okay, can I ask a question?
Okay.
Why is it that the man is classed as the manager and the woman is like the person who's looking for the job?
Okay, the reason why is because in terms of number, if you notice, everywhere you go, there's women. We outnumber men. I think the number is probably like 10-1. They'll say it's bullshit and they'll say it's, oh, the numbers are 50-50, but it's crap. Everywhere I go, I see women. Any event, weddings, parties, business event, anywhere, and in any city, especially London, women are everywhere. Literally, I feel like you spot the guy. So I'm like, if there's more of us than them, on those bases alone, they're already in a better position than us, because there's just way too much. One guy can have 10 girlfriends comfortably, because there's just so many of us around, and maybe not enough of the decent caliber men, you know? And there's a lot of decent women. There's more decent women around, I feel, in terms of decent men.
Okay.
So those are the things you're competing with.
Okay, so the women's in competition because of the fact that women outnumber the man, and that you're saying that that's something that women need to get used to, basically, that there is competition.
There is.
And is competition, and also what you're saying is that because what black men loved black women for, the reasons why black women loved women, the reason why black men loved black women has now neutralized into different races.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So now black women need to realize that there's competition from two spectrums. One, that there's more women to men, and two, that, you know, we're no longer unique in that respect.
Yes.
In terms of having big lips, a big bottom, being able to cook exotic food,
yes,
etc. So all those things that we used to value ourselves on, we need to be honest about the fact that those things are not not, you know, unique
to us. Exactly.
Okay.
So basically, think of it like a cake, yeah. Like if you know what a rainbow cake is, you've got different layers at different colors, yeah. So a few things I've mentioned are just a few of the layers. You've got maybe the cake might be 20 layers deep. Do you understand? There's quite a few elements. So things like now, for example, like I said, I'm on speed dating, right? One of the biggest issues we have is convincing men to come down. You know, even if a man's ticket is £5 and a woman's ticket is £15, £20, women's tickets will always sell out because there's always more women turning up. But you'd be hard pushed to get 20 men to turn up. Hard pushed. Because why do I have to do it? Some of the guys say, oh, well, I'm not going to pay £15 or £5 to come at my house to see girls I don't know what they look like. That might give me a sour face, when really I can just stay at home for free, not pay no Oyster card, not nothing, not buy nobody a drink, don't buy myself a drink. Go on Instagram, see the girls I like, DM them for free. If she's about it and she's on it, she will say, yeah, all right, cool, boom. If not, no skin off his nose. He hasn't left his house. He's still at home in his boxers. Do you know what I mean? And he can message, he can broadcast message, like copy paste a message to 100 girls in an hour. It's not difficult. You understand? Of girls that he's chosen. Out of that 100, he's more likely to get maybe 2 or 3 that might say yes or whatever. But you can go out and meet 20 girls in one night speed dating and decide you don't fancy any of them, and you spent money at that cost. This is how men think, and this is the problem, right? They're like, well, I don't have to do this. Guys are like, it's just easier to chat to a girl and slide in the DMs and just message her, because I'm understanding this is how the younger generation approach women. And the issue with that is, women are like waiting for guys to chat them up on the street and that. Guys are like, we don't do that no more. We don't do that. That's long. Because if the girl blasts you, that's your embarrassment. That's a waste of time. But if the girl's on Instagram, you've already had pictures of what she looks like. You already have a feel of what who she is or whatever she is. And then you can decide DM or not. That's no skin up your nose. There's no money. There's no risk of public embarrassment for her, like rejecting you in public. So I feel like now, especially this 20-something generation, the millennials, they're not built to deal with rejection and do what manly men did, where you chat a girl up on the street. If she says no, then she says no. They don't want to deal with the rejection. Why should they have to? It's too easy. On top of that, you're forgetting there's all these like Instabird thoughts, which I call them. These Insta models, these fake girls that just basically on Instagram that just have tits and ass out all day in every picture. Why is a guy gonna waste time, trying to settle with one woman, and then be like, oh yeah, she's gonna be like, oh, you can't have sex with nobody else, it's me and you, when he can just go and meet up these Insta chicks, whatever, get what he needs to get and go. So a lot of men now as well are feeling that they don't really need to settle with a woman for anything. You know, there's restaurants you can buy food from. Like I'm Nigerian, so a lot of Nigerian restaurants you can buy food in bulk. Like you can give them a pot that you have at home. Let's say you want a pot of curry goat, for example, and you give them the pot worth. You agree how much that pot's worth, and then obviously they cook the pot for you. You then take it, put it in containers, and put it in the freezer. So you've got food for the month. Do you know what I mean? You've got food for the month. As a dude, you've got food for the. Maybe that pot costs £50. Maybe you can eat out of that pot 10 times. So you don't need a woman to cook for you. Do you understand? If you want a cleaner, if she's really that deep, you can pay these illegal immigrants £5 an hour to clean your house, bro. Like it's not difficult. So we need to understand what, apart from pussy, what are you bringing to the table? What is your bargaining tool? What are you bargaining with? No, but I'm being real. What are you?
So what do you think that women should be bringing to the table? That's so
what? It's, okay, so what?
Is it the fact that women are going to be, just overvaluing themselves and not
Overvalued.
change?
The problem is a lot of women are still living like it's 95. Yeah, where you chat to a guy, he woos you, takes all that time, takes you out for drinks. Guys don't have to do that anymore. They don't have to do it. There's too many girls that are just throwing it away willy-nilly. There's too many Instagram chicks. There's too many girls of other races that are also hot. Because I look at some white girls and some Chinese girls, I'm like, damn, booty, titties, everything. What can you bargain with to say, oh yeah, I'm hotter than her, or I'm a better cook? Even if the girl, listen, a man will pick up a woman that has no job as long as she's sexy. Men don't care about careers. This is what I've learned. Even if the woman's on job seekers allowance, if she's sexy, yes, that's it. He says, don't worry about it. Don't worry about nothing else. Do you understand? So women work hard. I'm not saying don't work hard, but women work hard saying, you know what, I have a good job, I'm a doctor, lawyer, educated, 5 degrees. Men don't give a shit about that. Are you sexy? Yes. Can you cook? Yes. Can you clean? Can you do domestic? I know it's kind of a traditionalist kind of view, but most men are this way, you know, including my own man is that way. Do you understand? I'm not saying a woman should be whatless or nothing, but I'm saying you need to think. If you go to otherwise, why do we go to interviews for jobs? You have to try and convince that person that you're worth something when there's a sea of other people that are similar to you. So the problem is because of things like Instagram, a lot of girls are, because they got 10,000 followers or because they look, everyone can do filter and everyone can be sexy. Nobody's ugly nowadays. It's either you're broke. You're just broke. No one's ugly. Everybody can do filter. Everybody can buy nice weave or MAC makeup and look sexy. But there's more to that. What is your core value? What are you like inside as a human being? A lot of these girls are still gassed and like, oh, do you know who I am though? I've got like 50,000 followers on Instagram. And so a guy can't talk to them, a guy can't approach. Yeah? So then the guy says, you know what, she looks a bit unapproachable, I'm just going to chat to another girl. And then that happens to you 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. You're like, damn, like I haven't had a man in 8 years. We need to come off that high horse and realize, listen, you're not in a fair playing field. Think about it like you've gone to a war, they've given your enemy a gun and a knife and they're giving you a plastic bag. You have to think of it in those terms. You're coming to war with no weaponry. You're at a greater loss. The opportunity is less for you. Do you understand? Especially with the media painting all this whole thing of interracial dating or black men not wanting black women. They're trying to kind of subliminally put that message out there. You need to really think about it. Like, actually, you know what? I need to chill the fuck out because as much as you know, I believe in love and I believe in like what's the word? You know, two partners being equal. You need to think right now. I think 10 years ago, women were winning in it. Go out, go buy you drinks. If you don't like him, fuck off. Either way, you've had his drink, whatever. Not today, not 2018, and not with all these dating apps, all this swipe left, swipe right, swipe right crap. I've never used it. I don't know how they work, but obviously before I met my partner, I met him 2006. There was no, I didn't even know Facebook then. There was none of this stuff. It was still the old school way. So I'm not familiar with this online. I'm sorry, I've seen online dating and how it works. And I feel like the problem is with all of these apps, it's even less. Well, a guy there's too much distraction. He doesn't have to focus on one girl. He can be chatting to like 25 girls. You don't even call her name. Just say, yeah, babe, what's up? Yeah, babe. Because, you know, it's just too much distraction. You can't focus on one. What does he need? Why does he need to settle with a woman? If a man can get food, pussy, a clean yard, why does he need to choose one woman to only have sex with and spend his time with when he can have multiple women doing multiple things? Why? You never get bored, innit? So, you know, I'm not saying I agree with that concept, but I'm saying we need to think like how men think. And women think, oh, because I'm a doctor, because I'm a lawyer, because I'm a teacher, because I'm whatever, that, oh, you know, I deserve the best treatment. I'm not saying you should be treated like shit. I believe every woman has a certain level of worth, but we also need to learn about humility. Yeah. Humility is huge. We're not humble. That's why guys say, "Oh, black women got attitude," and overlook them, because there's too many other options. There's too many other. I've got lots of friends who are black guys who are dating now. I said, "Listen, black women are on a hype." One of them, he just married his Filipino girl like a week ago. I'm like, I said, why don't you marry? Why didn't and he's fully black like me. He said, I can't do with black girls, bruv. I'm not even gonna lie to you, I can't do it. And they had a baby, and he's happy, and he's fucking peaceful. He's not stressed out. They're not arguing. I mean, obviously every relationship has their problems, but I'm saying I'm meeting too many guys that are like that. Do you understand? And I don't know. I'm not, as a black woman, I'm never gonna, you know, shit on my own and say, oh yeah, black women are the problem. I'm saying there's obviously something that's broken in between the communication between black men and black women. And I thought a lot of that is pride and ego. Even if you are fucking, sorry my French, CEO or you're Theresa May, whatever, and you're earning $1 million a month or $1 million a week, $1 million a day like these footballers, at the end of the day, you're still a human being. You're still going to take a shit like everybody else. You understand? Let's not allow, because of, oh, I have money or I'm in the perfect place, man, to cloud our judgment and be humble. Because at the end of the day, a job is a job. If we get made redundant, you get fired, you're back to square one, unemployed. It happens every day. We are not taking the right approach. We need to be a bit more gentle, a bit more approachable. I didn't say give up the guy, you know, give it up on the same time that you meet the guy. I'm saying be a bit more open-minded. And this whole thing of he needs to be 6'3", he needs to be dark and bearded, he needs to be this and that. I've seen girls diss a guy because yeah, he was 2 inches shorter than what she wanted. 2 inches, you know. The guy ticked every other box. Oh, he's 2 inches small, too small. But he's taller than you though. Yeah, I know, but I just want blah blah. Madness. This is madness. You understand? You're asking for your own destruction. I feel we need to be a bit more open-minded. I didn't say pick up a man that's ugly that you're not attracted to because you're still a human being, but I'm saying we need to exercise a bit more kind of open-mindedness. Also, as well, this whole thing about men not having youths. Once you get past 25, really, the chances of getting a man that's not got children reduces dramatically, and the older you get, the more it reduces. Do you understand? So now I'm 32 this week. I'm 32 on Friday, and I think to find a man at 32 who hasn't got children would be maybe 1 out of 5, if that.
Do you think that even women with children?
Women with children. Yeah, some women who have children said, you know, I don't want a man that's got children. I'm like, why? He said, oh, because if he wants to start children, I want to start again fresh. But then if we got my kids and his other kids and then to start anew, but I'm saying that's selfish. And the thing is, as well, a lot of men, and I understand it, don't also want women that have got children. This is another issue. Do you understand? Because they're saying, even if it's done, fine. Everybody wants to be that whole, you know, have the person's full attention. I understand that. Because if you have kids, your kids come first, of course. Or it's a case of some women, because they have children, don't want to have extra children. So then the guy's like, oh, so what, I'm going to miss out because she doesn't want to have any more kids. Or like baby father drama, and you know how that is. Oh, is she still fucking her ex? All this kind of questions. So people just say, I just don't want to deal with it, which, you know, I understand. So I'm saying it's a case of knowing all these things that we know and taking everything into consideration. We need to then sit down as women and really self-evaluate ourselves, because you need to think about, oh, thanks, Tunde, thank you. You can send me a present. Yeah, I accept checks, eBay. I'm joking. I need to, sorry, I lost my train of thought there. With the whole thing, you need to sit down and look at yourself, really evaluate yourself. It's like when you leave a job after you've been made redundant or you get fired or you've had enough, you need to reevaluate yourself and say, okay, what am I going to do in my life now? What is my next approach? So all this stuff about, oh, I need a man that's got, women are forgetting 2 things. The same way how a woman can be like, oh, the guy has to be like earning like 100K a year. The guy needs to be 5 foot tall, blah, blah, blah. Men have also got requirements as well. Do you understand? Women just think, oh, a guy will just go with anything as long as there's a vagina. No. Especially if the guy is hot. He's got options too. He might be like, yeah, I want a girl that's between 22 and 27. I want a girl that's slim or, you know, big bum or small bum or no kids or whatever. Doesn't smoke, whatever. So this is what I'm saying. The men have options too. They're not just like grateful because a woman's approached him. They're in this day and age, most guys now are not ugly. All a guy has to do is just bloody grow some hair, have a fucking beard, and be part of that beard gang. And I say, innit, come. You know what I'm talking about. Don't like you don't know. You know what I'm talking about. But this is it. It's a case of knowing that you are not alone, innit? Even if you say no to a guy, that's cool. He'll be like, all right, cool. Boom, just go in his phone or whatever, or swipe left or however it works, and find another girl and replay 2 seconds. So when you know that, you need to think. I didn't say be desperate. This is what I'm trying to like reinforce here. I didn't say be desperate or just throw yourself to the man. Like, please just take me in case nobody wants me. But I'm saying, let's exercise caution and let's use intelligence and logic. If you're not about something or you don't fancy a guy, I say fine. But if you do, let's not waste time doing all these like hard to get games and like taking the mickey or, oh yeah, I'm not going to call him for a date. All these things. It's a different game now. It's a completely different game. A lot of women don't know this. When I sit down with some of them and tell them, you know, what I'm telling you, they're like, oh my days, are you serious? What, really? I'm like, yeah, guys don't need you lot. Men don't need nothing for you lot, fam. Listen, there's a guy right now, you can YouTube, any of you watching this, he's on Twitter, called A1 Badass, yeah? Excuse my sexual content about to come. The guy is a gay black guy in northwest London somewhere, giving head to straight guys. No money, nothing, just for the love of it. Do you understand? Like, okay. These are the things we're up against, because the problem is men want sex, yeah? Fine. Everybody likes sex, but men want sex. And the thing is, if women are like, oh, I'm going to make him wait, I'm holding out, whatever, no. That's fine, you can do that, but don't think he won't outsource it elsewhere. With this man who's got videos of himself actually physically giving head, but he wears like a balaclava, so you can't see himself, and the men who he's giving head to also cover themselves, so you can't see who they are, but he's got probably like 25 or 35 black guys so far, all from the ends, man them. Do you understand? Just for the love of... Yeah, I think so, probably, but or maybe he's just addicted to black dick, I don't know, but I'm saying, like, so you have guys who've got girlfriends, yeah, he's got girlfriends, like, messaging him on all that, and he screenshots the messages so he knows he's real, and then they thingy, and then they turn up there, and then he videos the session where he's giving them head, and then they go, no money, nothing, this nigga is doing it for free, nothing, no ties. Why? So when the girl said, well, I'm not really sure if he's my type, you know, just, I don't know, it's a bit long, innit? Listen, you don't have time for that. There's no time to mess about. I didn't say throw yourself at any man, but I'm saying in this environment, dating, as a black woman especially, remember, society already regards us as the lowest level. So you're already at a loss at that point. How do you compete?
Chivalry though? What happened to chivalry?
Babe, it's 2018. What are you talking about? There's no chivalry. No. I mean, there's chivalry, but I think a man is only does chivalry, like, if he's already your man, or is like really trying hard to impress you. But then you need to understand, is he only doing that so that he can just get in the knickers, and then after that he's like, yeah, thanks, yeah, safe, deuces, safe for the, you know, thanks for the enjoyment, and then that's it. This is the thing. Remember, you've got women who know that they're side chicks and they're happy about that. Can you imagine being somebody's side chick and knowing it and said, yeah, he's my side chick, I see him on Wednesday. I'm his side chick, I see him on Wednesdays. This kind of nonsense. And you think you've got, it's very, in fact, everything currently happening right now is in such a way that a man would have to be very, 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 very self-disciplined or very serious about settling down to not fall trap to any of these things. You know what I mean? This man giving head for free up northwest. Huh? Is
it the way they think? How is it a trap?
How is it a trap? Well, because think of it like this, yeah? Why? This is why a lot of our parents or whatever, our mothers especially, saying, oh, you know, don't give away the goods for free type thing. Because you need to understand, once a man has smashed, yeah, as in slept with you, sorry, I'm using like young people term. Once a man has had his way with you and had a good time, what should be the reason? What would make him want to say, you know, I'm going to put a ring on it, I'm going to settle down with this one person? Why? Yeah. What is the incentive? I've already got the goodies. I know what her. I know what.
If I just focus on kind of getting some points, yeah. How do you as a woman find that happy medium where you kind of put your carry to forward, so we've got more to look forward to after we've done that, and
Well, this is the thing. It's about one. I think your own state of mind, being a mature adult. I would say, obviously, don't do anything that you don't want to do, and also you need to be like, all right, you know what? Met this guy. If you like him, let him know you like him. I think a lot of women don't. They play hard to get, and they don't let the guy know that they actually like you. Even if you say, you know, actually, I do like you. You're cute. Let's go for a drink, whatever. Start slowly. Yeah.
Okay.
It starts.
More, basically, what you're saying is to be more relaxed. So it's basically about saying, you know, I do like you.
Yeah.
And when I feel comfortable, I will.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then in that context of kind of getting to know each other.
Exactly.
Then, even after they've done something wicked, you should still have something to call you back for, basically.
Exactly, because you need to understand, sex isn't what keeps a man's attention. Yeah, that's after a man has sex with you like twice, 3 times, the initial excitement passes. So what makes him stay with you? He can easily just move on and get another woman and get that same excitement, whatever. It's your substance. It's your substance that keeps you going on. Have you got good banter? Do you have laughs? You know, can you cook? I know a lot of women from this particular generation are kind of anti-cook for a man. Either they are anti it, like they're feminists, or they don't, or they cannot. Either way, it's not a good look. I think as kind of traditionalist as it may sound, I think a woman needs to be able to have that ability to cook, even if it's just for herself and sustenance for her children, if she has in the future. If you're talking about, yeah, I can't cook anything, but we can go like restaurants, that's already like, yeah, this girl's not really settling down material. These are the things that men think that they want or look for in a woman to settle down, like, right, like, can she cook? Oh, no, she can't cook nothing. Even if you can't cook nothing ethnic, at least you can make like lasagna, a roast on a Sunday, like actual proper food. So he knows that you can look after him, because men need to be nurtured. You understand? Men need to be nurtured. That's the whole point. That's why people say men are like children. It's true. They need to be nurtured. They need to be looked after, or they want to be looked after. Not that a man can't look after himself. If you're not there, he would die. But I'm saying it's a fact of when a man is going to a relationship with a woman and he wants her seriously, he starts thinking, oh, can she nurture? Can she look after? Can she keep her home? Are these things, can she do this or not? Some women are not domesticated. You go to their house is fucking dirty. You know, there's nothing in their fridge. I'm being real with you. Knickers on the floor. I've been to some women's house where I know, and with knickers on the floor because they live alone. And they obviously, I've turned up as an unexpected guest. There's fucking knickers on the floor. And I'm like, bro, come on, man. Yo, you can't cook anything.
But then what about men though? Because at the same time, like, I've had conversations with women, and men are, have to say that it's like they're taking advantage.
They are taking. This is what I'm saying. But this is what I'm trying to make you. Of course.
If I have a nasty yard and still go on like, you should be selling yourself to them for some reason.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying as well. Unfortunately, men are in a better position. But also, I'm not saying, obviously, you want a man that's obviously decent as well. Like, he has to be able to clean and all that. I'm saying, I didn't say, oh, pick up some men have to do nothing and women do everything. Women are slaves. No, this is not what I'm saying. I'm saying a woman needs to think of it. You go to a war, you put on your armor, that silver thing to stop you from getting stabbed. You put on your battle shield, your shield that you're holding up. All these things I'm talking about is like arming yourself with artillery for the war, for the battle. Yeah? You know you can cook. You know you can clean. You know you can have a good conversation. You can banter. You're intelligent. These are all things working in your favor. Because when a man is thinking about settling down woman, these are things he'll reason with himself silently that you don't know about. Yeah, he'll be like, "Bruh, like, you know what? Yeah, that's how mum was sick, fam. She just looked after me. She made me good dinner. We had a good laugh. We sit down. She's chill. She's not on me asking me for money." Or she's not saying, oh, yeah, like, you're not earning enough, or, do you know what I mean? I feel like now it's very kind of materialistic. So men are very cautious of who to trust, even if a guy is, like, on his way up. And the problem is as well, as black people in this country, black women can get a lot further, a lot quicker than black men, you understand? You're more likely to see black female lawyers, black female doctors, black female accountants, all that kind of stuff, because in or CEOs, bankers, whatever it is, they're less seen as a threat. Whereas a black guy, which is why a lot of them in the city shave their beards, because it's like, oh my god, like, he's a big black guy, he might be violent or aggressive. So it takes black men a lot of time to grow in their own professions. Do you understand? So I'm saying, if a guy isn't, I'm a banker or whatever right now, it doesn't mean he won't be. And obviously get with a man that has a plan. And it's pick up some guy on job seekers allowance. I didn't say that, but I'm saying we need to understand that we have it better than them to a certain degree in terms of career development or career progression.
You're saying that in that respect, that female
Exactly, you see?
Not necessarily the black woman's privilege or whatever race, because that don't exist anymore.
Yeah. But this is what I'm saying. It's a case of we need to exercise some patience as well. Black women can come across, and it doesn't help with the media, as being very aggressive, violent, that whole angry black woman stigma, and oh, black women are kind of abrasive or brash. So everyone has been taught to fear us. You know what I mean? Everyone says, oh, black women. No, 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 no. So I feel because of these things, we need to kind of conduct ourselves differently. Sometimes I'm on the way to work, I'm driving past a bus stop, I see some black women. And if you see how their faces look here, oh my God, they look like a demon doused in lemon juice, but just all like hard face at the bus stop. Really, really scary. And I'm like, and she's acting about her own this morning and whatever. And I'm just like, there's nobody here with you. Like, why do you look so like mad? I'm not saying she should have smiley face or greeting up to you, but I'm saying, just have a normal bus stop chilling, whatever. I see somebody like that face like looking at that, I'm not gonna approach nothing. No way, I ain't doing it. I don't know. She might just bite my head off, all that. These are the things. If some guy say, yeah, she's beautiful, I wanted to approach, but I couldn't because when I saw her face, it just looked too scary, But I'm saying the most important thing, forget all of that. Even if you go and meet a guy, and also as well, black women start doing this. If you see a guy that you like, yeah, you think he's sexy, you need to approach him. You need to approach him because it's either two things. Either one, he has no issue because he's in his own world, or two, he's too scared to approach. Do you understand? Women are like, oh, I'm not chatting up guys. That's a woman's job. That's a man's job to do that. Blah blah. He'll think I'm easy. Listen, it's 2018. There's no the old rule book. Scrap it. Dash it in the bin. It's done. That does not. Thanks, Tunde. And that's not relevant anymore. Yeah, I pinned the comment. I just pinned it. Like. Yeah. So I feel like with all of these things, our sisters, we need to kind of wake up, man. Remember, we got white women, Chinese women, Indian women stealing our men, Filipino. We got all the women of all the colors snatching our men up. When you go to gym now, everyone's doing that whole squats. Everyone's got a nice bum. Everyone's got boobies. Like, raw, like, that was what we had for like 10 years. It was like, yeah, black women with the bums in it. Yeah. That's gone now. What do we have more than bum? And plus, I want to be more than just a bum. Do you know what I mean? Like, the insides. What's your insides like? Like, social media, I feel like, has kind of swallowed a lot of women's like souls or personalities, because it's like you can't just be like, okay, I look sexy, I have good job, I have money, I don't have this, I don't have that, blah, blah, blah. I'm perfect wife material. That's not what makes a wife. Yeah, that's not what makes a wife. And obviously, if you ever get married, I've been married 3 years now. When you're dating somebody, it's very different to when you actually get married and you live together. That's where like everything kind of really comes out, and you realize that they fucking pinched the fucking toothpaste in the middle of the fucking thing rather than at the end, and how much that fucking irks. That gets on my fucking nerves. Sorry for the swearing. So things like that, these are the things you have to learn. But then before you go into marriage, it's like, it's about for the long run. None of this, oh, we're breaking up. It's too easy to break up. Anybody can break up anybody. A relationship is about fighting. Yeah, it's a relationship. It's about fighting, because you're two people from two different backgrounds. You have to find a way, regardless of your upbringings and where you come from, to agree and meet in the middle on things. Many times you're not going to agree, so then you have to learn to compromise. Our sisters don't want to compromise, because I have girls telling me, well, it's my way or that's it. He's my way or that's it. No. Sorry, go on, Serena.
Yeah, first of all, you meet a guy, you have to make him know that you like him.
Yes.
He's
not going to know.
He's not going to know, and you've got loads of options, so you got to kind of have your unique selling point.
Yes.
And then also dating them, obviously don't downgrade your morals and standards.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, you want somebody who you can progress with.
Yes.
Well, I find that quite conflicting, because I think, okay, so you kind of approach someone where you're humble and you're just cool, but then at the same time, you still want to be with somebody who you still want a relationship. You might be coming across as though you don't want a relationship? How do you find the happy medium with that if you just kind of approaching someone as though you don't actually want a relationship?
No,
you
no,
know,
no.
being relaxed
Okay, no,
about
no.
the
I
situation?
think maybe I'm not explaining it well. When I say like be relaxed, yeah, I feel like okay. The thing is, obviously, because I must be dating, I know what I've seen up, up close and personal, and what the guys have fed back in their feedback and told me. Like, listen, the girls are like, oh, so what do you do then? Oh, so, do you know what I mean? They're very kind of what's the word? It's very much like a job interview type situation. You let a guy know, like, yeah, I like you. Have you got a girlfriend? What are you saying? Even if you say, yeah, like, what are you saying? Have you got a girl? I think you're nice, blah, blah, blah. I think you're cute, or I like you. And the guy says, no, I don't have a girlfriend, whatever. It's like, okay. And then you can even make a joke like, oh, do you want one? So he knows already that you want to be his girl if you like him that much. And then you just start. And then when you start seeing each other, like going out, if you want to go for a drink or a meal, whatever, and say, yeah, like, you just say it. I'm looking to settle down. I'm not looking to play games. I'm looking for a partner. Finish. Any man of that is flight or fight. You can say, yeah, I want the same thing, or to be honest with you, I'm not really looking for that right now. I'm just looking for a jump off, or yes, or whatever. I'm looking to eventually in the long run, yes, settle down, calm. But at least you've said it. The fact is, you need to say it, so it can't be like you didn't say it. I didn't say, oh, let's get married next week. I'm just saying, just at least you let him know from the jump that this is where you're going. This is what you're looking at. This is kind of the route that you're going down. You're looking at a relationship. You're looking to settle down. A lot of the problem is a lot of men now are very, very fearful of women. Our women in particular, and they won't be like, oh, actually, you know what? I like you, or they'll just wait for the woman to make moves so that no one can say, oh, I moved on her, she wasn't on it, or she friend zoned me. Do you know what I mean? You say actually, because they don't know. They might be like, you're just being nice because you're just being nice, but then if he tries to move on you, oh yeah, we're just friends, and you friend zone him, and it's like, oh, I got friend zone type thing. So I feel it's just about being more aware of ourselves, you know, and taking that inner look. Because I've asked some women before, okay, take pussy off the table, yeah. What can you offer? The two of them are like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know? If you don't know, how is the guy supposed to know? Pussy is available everywhere, bruv. Everywhere, anywhere, any color, any shape you want. So if outside of a vagina, which all of us have one, what else can you offer, dude? What else can you offer? What else can you offer?
I don't know. I find a lot of women that I speak to, because I'm a personal development coach. A lot of them are saying that guys, initially say they don't want commitment, and they really do, but they don't want to say that they've got the one commitment because they feel like the woman's going to assume. Probably, I don't know. Maybe it's because they feel like the woman's going to assume the role of
of girlfriend.
Yeah, just because he said he wanted to commit first, but I don't know.
Yeah, but this is the thing, and it's about communication. So even if he says, oh, he wants a girlfriend, or he wants to settle down eventually, but that's not today, innit? It's about slow steps, because you still need to get used to him, and he still needs to get used to you and all that. That takes time. You can't like jump the gun or cheat with that. That takes time. You have to what do you call it? You have to kind of give yourself that time. The problem is a lot of sisters as well are up against the clock, like some of them are like, you know what? Oh my God, I'm 35 tomorrow, I'm 35 next week. I need to sort this out. I need to sort out a man. I need to get married. I need to have a baby. So because of that added pressure, she's thinking, oh, I don't have time. I don't have time to get to know a guy. You can't jump the gun. You have to do it quickly. You have to take your time, not do it quickly. Which is why a lot of guys go for younger women, because they're like, look, a woman who's 23, likelihood is that she's not looking to get married within the next few years because she's still young, chasing her career at uni, whatever it is. So it's already more relaxed with her. But if you pick up a woman that's 35, if she's not already got children, she might be like, look, bruv, what are you saying next week, G? We need to jump on this. I need to start. I'm ovulating right now. Let's get on with it. You know what I mean? Because she knows she's up against the clock. This biological clock thing is quite wicked, because men don't have that issue. So women are always thinking, oh my God, I need to have a baby by so date or so time if I want to have a child. Which, and if I want to have a child, most of them are like, oh, I want to get married first. Okay, fine. If I want to get married, you don't marry a guy in a week. You need to spend time dating, maybe a year, 2 years of dating, and then get time very quickly, 2-3 years. It takes time. That's time. When a woman's like 40 or 39 or 38 or 30 something, she's thinking, boy, that's 3 years I ain't really got right now, bro. I need to be about that life right now, today. Let's go to the courthouse today. No, it's too much pressure. And the guy feels like, right, that's pressure. Men don't have that pressure. I think if they had the same biological clock thing, it would be different for them and us, because then they'll be like, I don't really have time to fuck around if I want to have these youths. Man can have dead men in their 90s in fucking coffins, extract sperm from their penis and inject it into a woman, and she can still get pregnant. Do you understand? These men make sperm until they're dead. They don't have an issue. So if they want to, if a man at 50 wants to have a baby, he can do that. Woman doesn't have that option really. So because of that, that's what makes women more kind of come across as over eager or desperate, because they're up against this ticking clock. And as you've seen, I remember my 21st birthday like it was yesterday. Literally like it was yesterday. Next week, this week, I'm 32. Where has the 12 years gone? Where? I don't know where. I don't know where. People say, my dad's like, you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. He's like, are you sure you're 32? I'm like, yeah, I'm sure I'm 32, Dad. The time has gone. Like, there's no way I could have prepared for this. Do you know what I mean? But when you're 21, 20, you don't realize, you think, I've got all the time in the world, I've got time. But time catches up by the time you work, get your career, decide what you want to do, settle, where am I going to live, all that time, 5, 6, 7 years goes, bang, 2 seconds. So it's like, oh my God, I need to find a time to settle down with a guy. Unfortunately, in that time, the dating game has also changed at the same time. So now it's like, yeah, follow me on Insta. All these girls like, follow me on Insta. I'm like, Instagram? I'm not following somebody I like on Instagram, like, before I even chat them on the phone, I get to know them. I don't want to do this online dating. Like, I want to get to, have a chat and be like, all right, you know what are you saying? Let's go out, let's meet up. People are having these virtual relationships. Oh, what's that mean? Instant DM me. How about we just meet up for a coffee? Just meet up for a coffee. Yeah? Our expectations are way too high.
Someone just messaged me and told me to tell you their scenario to see what you think.
Okay.
So basically she's saying that even though she considers herself to be quite relaxed, however, guys assume that she is going to come onto them strong. So she's saying, does she need to carry the mindset that maybe it's because she is black and between a mid-30s and 40s?
She's going to have it hard, can't lie. It's going to be hard for her, fam. Because automatically, when you tell a guy, unless you're going to lie about your age, once you tell a guy, yeah, I'm past 35, automatically he's going to think, oh yeah, bang, she's going to be looking to get married like in 6 months or something like that. Because time is even less. I mean, if she's looking to have a baby, if she hasn't really got her own children, even more pressure. Because he's thinking, bro, like, men are not dumb, innit? You think that they are, but really they're not. They just don't talk much. They'll be like, oh, if I get with her, she's going to want to get married quickly and have a baby because she's up against the clock, which would be true. She doesn't have that 3 years to play with. She really doesn't really have it. I mean, she does have it. She can have a baby at 40. I know that you can, but I'm saying it's more of a struggle, as you know, biologically, and there's, higher chances of things like Down syndrome, learning difficulties, whatever it is that they say once you're past 35. But I'm saying it's a case of she has to approach it in her mindset that, listen, she may have to compromise on more things that she didn't want to compromise from before, because also a lot of men do not want older women. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. It's harsh, I know, but I don't know how else to say it. A lot of men don't want older women. Even if she's like looking like Beyonce or Bath and all that, and she says she's 35, they're like, no, I lie, bro. She's too old. Do you know what I mean? And it's not that she's old, but 35 would be old for men. And even if the guy is like 40, he's like, yeah, I want to go that's 28, 27, 30 at max. Even a guy that's 35 doesn't want to go that's 35. Which is the mad thing, but it is what it is. So she will have a more difficult time. But I feel like if she has a very, very a very, very long non-negotiables list, which is one of the things I talk about when I meet him. The non-negotiables list. Do I need to explain that? I have this thing called the non-negotiables list, where like anybody that I'm trying to matchmake, they write the things that they cannot compromise on in that list. So some people say they can't compromise on someone that's not a Christian, or they can't compromise on someone that eats meat or eats pork or isn't a vegan or whatever it is. Yeah. For me, one of my non-negotiables is smoking. Can't be with someone that smokes. I've been there, done it years ago. I don't like it. Can't do it. Right. If you have a long negotiables, the longer your non-negotiables list is, the more difficult it is for you to attract a mate. Do you understand? So add to that element a woman of a higher age that is dropping. The likelihood of her finding a decent life partner is dropping, bit by bit. It's not impossible, but I'm saying it's going to be a harder fight. That's it. That's the truth. Because, like I said, most men already don't want an older woman. Then she's black. Then if she has a child, if she hasn't got a child, then it's like, oh, can she even get pregnant? I've been guys saying, I don't even know if she can even get pregnant. These are the kind of things that are coming back. Because, everyone knows the science. Google is out there. She may not be able to conceive at 35. Some women have got issues, fertility issues. So these are all the things that people think about. And it's like, oh, I'm not ready to have a baby for another. The guy's like 35. He might say, oh, I'm not ready to have a baby for like 3 years. I want to get my money up and get my career. She might be like, bruv, I don't have 3 years to mess about. So what are you going to do? So it's a tough one. I'd say still approach it like that, but she needs to be honest with herself and say, look, if it's a thing where she really wants to settle down and like quickly, then she needs to be, I think she needs to kind of also be honest about that. If a guy runs, he runs. But if a guy stays, then you know he stays. Because what will happen, she will stay, get frustrated that it's not moving at the pace she wants, and then leave and then find a new guy and then start all of that again. And that's long. But I don't know. I'm not. I haven't got any qualifications on this. I'm not professional. I'm just giving my opinion.
So, even if a guy has a non-negotiable thing, it doesn't even matter.
No, of course it does. Of course it does. Because you have to, whatever your non-negotiables are the things that you can't compromise. Yeah, the things that you cannot compromise in a relationship. Yeah. If a guy has non-negotiables on his list and there's something that you do, then obviously you guys are not compatible. If it's something that's something that you can't change, like, I don't know, like your hair or something, I don't know. But you have to find someone that doesn't meet or doesn't have those things. That's it. So, like I said, for me, one thing for me would be smoking. I can't do it.
Guys will have non-negotiables. They don't want to sleep with the devil.
This is the case, but then this is where you have to come in and be smart in it. I didn't say give up the knickers like, we met him last night and one night stand. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like hold on to your goodies because you'll feel it. You'll know. Hold on to your, to your cookie jar and all that. Do what you have to do. Date him, get to know him, go out, talk to him on the phone, get a feel for what he's like as a person. Do you know what I mean? Can you only get him on the phone at certain times of the day? Or does he only ever WhatsApp at night time? All them kind of things are like red flags because he's probably WhatsApping 20 girls at the same time. These are the things you need to be sharp and look out for. You'll sniff if there's other girls around. You'll sniff it. You'll know. I'm saying it's a case of if he's just looking for the good, you will know because he'll make it very clear like, yeah, babe, so when are we going to do this thing though? Yeah, like, a man wants to like feel what you're like, innit? And just, you know what I mean? You'll notice if he becomes too persistent on the sex and that, you'll know that, yeah, look, bro, we need to kind of give me space to breathe a little bit. So I'm saying let's exercise some common sense with these men because like vultures and prey, they will take what they can and leave because that's what is in their nature to do. But it doesn't mean that we can't play them at their own game and have our wits about us. Prepare yourself for the battle is my biggest advice. Go with your armor. Go with your armor. Your armor is your personality, your warmth, yeah, your charisma, your ability of banter, obviously being able to be domestic, that's important. Can you cook? Can you clean? Are you welcoming? Are you smiley? Do you want to just argue all the time and nag? Because that nobody wants that. Even I don't want that. Do you want to just cause fights and arguments for no reason? Someone just cause fights for the sake of causing a fight. No. You're past all those things. We don't need that.
Yeah.
So, like I said, there's a lot of self-reflection going on. It's very easy to point the finger and say, oh yeah, these men, they're all fuckboys, they're all trash. What are we doing? And how come there's some women who are finding men who are not trash? So obviously, clearly, it's not all men. There's some men out there who very good, wish their wife would win a woman away. You've seen it all. We've all seen it. # relationship goals, blah, blah, blah. We don't really know what goes on behind closed doors. But not only that, we need to say, okay, me as a person, this is who I am. I know I know my good points, I know my bad points. Nobody's perfect because I know, I'm way too loud, I'm way too aggressive. I know that already. My husband knows it is what it is. Everyone, know your weak point. Know it. Know your strengths too, though, and play on your strengths. Play on your strengths. You fill out application form and say, oh, what are your weaknesses and what are your strengths? I never say I say one of my weaknesses is I work too hard. Fuck it, I have to write something. But my strengths are, ability to multitask, being open-minded, being pleasant. There's nothing wrong with being a nice person. I think a lot of us have the attitude and ego because we're buff and sexy or because we've got a million likes of a photo on YouTube or Instagram. We've taken that to make our heads big. When you're walking on the street, then people who are your followers are not looking at you. You're just on the street like a normal person on the bus. No one cares. There's a life outside of the internet.
Let me ask you the question. So, what about the fact that we all come from different cultures, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And all grown up in different environments. Mm-hmm. Doesn't that mean that you would approach different women in different ways, regardless if they all look the same, based on the cultures and their social context? wouldn't you need to approach those women according to what their norm is? So for me, like, I feel like the neutralizing of how men and women integrate with each other might be a factor that's diluting our culture at the same time, and I feel like that should be considered. So, for example, you know, when you when men meet an Asian woman, for example, you know, there's laws, and you know, there's a way that they approach her based on the fact that, okay, she's Asian, she's probably from a Muslim background, so it's almost like they have an insight into their reality. And then also with a white woman, I'm not sure what examples I could give there, but you know, there's ways that men approach women based on their different cultures and the social context that they have actually been brought up in. However, I don't feel like black women's you know, the way to deal with a black woman is appreciated or respected or even considered, and it's almost like that is forcing black women to drop their culture. I'm not saying the whole anger issues and, you know, all of that stuff is correct, but what I am saying is that, you know, there's certain things that we do have and certain mindsets that we do have in regards to seeing how men should conduct themselves when approaching us or whilst in a relationship with us. Yeah. Are being lost because we are now in an era where how men and women integrate with each other is being neutralized. I'm not sure if that's necessarily a good thing or a bad thing, or and how do we find the balance in that?
Well, of course, it depends on the man again and the type of man. You understand? Of course, you're gonna find riffraff. Hey, baby girl, where go? Baby, what you say? You're sexy now. I don't want none of that, bro. It's 2018. I don't want none of that crap. A man will approach you a man of a decent standing will be like, oh, you know what? Actually, I saw you. I think you're a beautiful woman. Blah blah blah, and try. I'm not saying all this catcalling and all that kind of vulgarity is not necessary. I feel the problem is as well, a lot of men don't actually know how to approach anymore because things like, you know, there was a law that came out, I think last year, like if a guy, you know, like rebuilders that used to catcall when you put all past, go woo woo and all those kind of things. Apparently now it's illegal. So, you know, the feminist fight is really taking over in terms of policing men. So a guy now, if you do that with past a woman, apparently it's some kind of offense, or she can tell you off or whatever. If a guy feels that, how do I approach a woman? How do I even go there? When everyone, Instagram and Facebook and the world in social media and the world TV says, oh yeah, black women are just, you know, easy, just chat her up and tell her you want to smash and that's it. So the rest of the world sees us like, oh yeah, you know what? Black women are just, if you want to just slap her on the ass and tell her to come with you, basically. That's what they believe. So a lot of men are like, you know what, I don't even know how to approach a black woman because everything that I see on telly or anything regarding black women is shouting or twerking. That's all I see, or nakedness. That's all I see on YouTube all day. That's all I see on Instagram all day. Nakedness and twerking and shouting.
Does that mean that men need to be less vulnerable in regards to social media and how they interact with social media and how, you know, social media influences them in regards to their perception of women?
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. This is the thing. The power, the influence of social media is so strong. Some people, especially the younger generation, I feel like older men now, like, so if we're talking about generation, let's talk about for anyone between the ages of like 16 right up until 26 as a man is still quite impressionable by the media. Anyone from 26 up.
Why are men more impressionable by the media and visual images than women?
Because it's in their brain to do that. It's in their brain to do that. It's actually science. Men are highly visual creatures. Let me get a bit sexual with you. Women can close their eyes and masturbate over an imagery in their mind or a session that they've had before and bring themselves to full orgasm. Whereas a man can never do that. He needs to look at porn. He needs to look at something visual in order to achieve that the same result. The thing is, men are visual creatures. They can't. It's actually in their DNA. They can't help it. So things like social media and Instagram when you're looking at nakedness all day for free, porn everywhere all day for free, you become saturated and become accustomed to seeing naked flesh, naked women, to the point where it doesn't even trigger affecting you anymore. So now, and I'm not going to lie to you, as our sisters, much of those images are black women. Much of those images are black women. All that Nicki Minaj, Cardi B thing, all these like black celebrities, even Beyonce and all that, they dress like strippers. So it's constant feeding the men with sexual images all the time. So they're just thinking of that all the time. Like, they don't know how to turn that off. It's constantly. You watch a music video. Music videos are like porns. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, now he's like, okay, fine, I'm going to try and chat to a black woman who's probably, I don't know, some kind of sexual monster or whatever, and trying to approach her on a normal level to be like, actually, you know, I think I like you, I want to settle down. He has no need, because the media tells us, or them, or everyone, that black women are just sexual objects. That's all we're good for. That's all we're known for. That's all we can do. That's all we do.
That's why I'm saying that. That's why I'm saying that. Isn't it a case of men need to understand that? Yes, they are more logical. They are more left hemisphere, so to speak. So things are they seem like from more of a 3D perspective than a 2D perspective or a spiritual perspective. But isn't that their responsibility to understand that and not be so influenced by it at the same time? I totally get where you're coming from. At the same time, I'm looking at it from a level of why does the slack have to be so? Why does the slack have to so much be on women? Why can't they take responsibility as well for the fact that they are influenced in a way that makes us vulnerable? And what we have to adapt to that.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying about you. I'm saying about that. I'm saying the problem is, if it was a thing where we didn't outnumber these guys, yeah, then we wouldn't even have a problem. But the fact that they outnumber us means that we are already on an unequal playing field, unlevel playing field against them.
Okay, so their vulnerability now makes us vulnerable, basically.
Well, yeah, because they can win. They actually, like, it's hashtag winning. The men are winning this right now. I'm telling you, and it's sad to say, but it's the truth, because a woman can be doing what's the word? A man can find maybe 5 or 6 women that, you know, decent, got good jobs, look attractive women, sexy, whatever, looking decent. But whereas a woman, you might only find like, out of all the guys you've spoken to recently, maybe only 2 really had something going on. Do you understand? Because even in the quality, there's in the caliber of men. Obviously, minus the men that are gay or in jail or, you know, whatless at home on JSA and attractive, that reduces your number quite dramatically. So a man might have maybe 100 women to pick from in a space of the year, and you might only have 20. You see the difference? And out of that 20, there's another 100 and something chicks competing with you for those 20 men. It's like, what the fuck? Mathematically, it's the probability of it for you is more difficult. So I'm saying, we're not saying we have to bend our minds or bend ourselves for men, but I'm saying the issue is that know that you're going into an unfair battle already from the beginning. So the chance of you winning is you have to pull extra strings in order to make sure that you win. Sometimes that means playing underhandedly, arming yourself with armor, do what you have to do. But I'm saying, I didn't say lie down and be a man's slave, but I'm saying know that all those things you should be able to do.
According to the information.
Sorry?
Be strategic according to the information.
Yeah, and obviously know your game, innit? Know your worth. Because I'm saying, know your worth and that, but also it's about how you present yourself. Because even if you're a millionaire banker earning £1 million a day, men don't give a shit about that. If your attitude stinks or your face is unapproachable, he doesn't give a damn. Men don't care how much a woman makes. We don't care. They don't care about things like career. They don't care. Women, I've seen, listen, celebrities are marrying women that are strippers. You know, women that are prostitutes. They don't give a shit. They're like, is she sexy? Yeah. Yes. They don't care. So you might say, I've worked myself hard to go to uni, get a good job and all that. The men don't care about that. Is she sexy? Yes. Okay. Is she decent? Can she cook me something? Cool. Boom. Simple. And all this thing about feminist argument, I'm not really for the feminist argument, to be honest with you. I feel like it's kind of detrimental to the cause of black women or to the race in general, because the feminist argument is not a black woman's argument. It's a white woman's argument. It's a completely different. It's not designed for us. Yeah. You can't ask your man, okay, you know what? Oh yes, I'm a feminist, we're equal partners or whatever, and then, oh, we're equal partners, but you know, you provide everything for me, you provide all the money, you provide everything. If we're equal partners down the middle. And like I said, because black men already come at a disadvantage in society, it's 10 times or 5 times harder for them to get to the same level as you. So women have said, oh yeah, well, he doesn't earn 100k a year, I'm not interested. My friend, darling, do you earn 100k a year? No, you don't. Oh, but the man needs to. Are you mad? What's wrong with you? You know, we just too much ego, too much pride, because everyone thinks that they're beautiful, which everybody is, which is fine. But don't allow that beauty to blind you, because as much as you're beautiful, you look at summertime when you go outside. Look how much hot gal there are. Look around. You've seen them, innit? There's hot gal, pom-pom shorts, titties, everything out already summertime. There's beautiful men. As a man, where do you look? The women are everywhere. Everywhere. All colours, all shades. It's just too much variety, just too much bombardment. Oh my god, look at the button. Oh my god, look at that button. Oh my god, look at that button. It's just too much bombardment with all these what do you call it, attractive women. But I'm gonna have to single one out and say, you know what, actually, forget all these other hot things walking around me. I'm just gonna focus on this one woman right here, this one, which we're not gonna be eating. And if you think of like a relationship, a man's like, oh, do you like chicken? Yes, I like chicken. Okay, we're gonna give you chicken every day for the next 5 years, 10 years. But if you don't want to have chicken, you can have fish today, pork tomorrow, rice the next day. Variety. That's the problem as well. It's just too easy. Where I was like, why am I going to eat the same food every day when I can have different meals every day? I can have different meals a day if I really want. It's that freedom of life.
In regards to the feminist movement as well, I'm not a feminist myself, but I do understand how the system is made up. And I feel like people focus on the whole relationship side of the feminist argument or opinion, when I think the ethos of what's being said there in regards to equal pay is the fact that a woman shouldn't have take away the fact that whether this woman or the man are dating or not. It's more about, if I'm working for, if I was the director at Travelodge, for example, you know, why should I get paid less than a man? Why should I get paid less than a man because I'm a woman? So I think we need to make that clear, that at the same time, that would have a colour. That is, if you're a woman, you shouldn't be at a disadvantage based on the fact that you're a woman. Do you understand what I'm saying here? So, and that should also be the case of, if you're a black woman, you shouldn't have to be paid less than a white woman, for example. And I feel like people discredit the feminist movement in regards to those opinions, because it's not just about equal pay or equal rights for even just women alone. It's also about equal pay in regards to, you know, a white man being the director of Travelodge and a black man getting paid less because he's black. Do you know what I mean? And the feminist voice for that equality within that. So at the same time, you know, we have to be careful about the way that we're kind of shunning things, when at the same time people are defending us all on a certain movements are defending us on a whole as people and as human beings, because the way that they're put across in the media, you know, we've folded on one aspect of that.
No, I mean, okay, I think you misunderstood. In terms of equal pay, I'm all for equal pay. I think, for example, and I think it depends on the career that you're in, because obviously some careers it's about the glass ceiling, yeah? So we're talking about people like bankers, CEOs, TV presenters, obviously those people. If a man is being paid more than you because he's a man, he's doing the same job, I believe that's 100% wrong. I agree with you. Yeah, it should be equal pay regardless. I feel like most people, if you work in Tesco or you work in a normal office or admin job or a teacher, I feel like most of them get the same. I'm pretty sure I get the same money as my colleagues. We've spoken about it, so we know we're getting the same pay, do the same job. So I think on a higher scale, it's that whole glass ceiling thing, and you know, the whole old boys club, which again I disagree with. But what I'm talking about in terms of feminism and relationships is like, we ask for chivalry. Yeah, man should open the doors for us, open the car doors, pay the check when you go to dinner, especially if it's the first time. He should pay the check, or he should always pay the check. I shouldn't have to pay any check, or the man should pay all the bills. Yeah, but then at the same time you want, oh, we're equal partners. So it's either we're equal partners or you do chivalry, or you work out in your relationship if you want to do both, if you can find a way. We want to have our cake and eat. A man shouldn't be able to chat us up on the street unless you want it, but then we want to have our boobs out and think our man's not going to look. Do you understand? It's like, we can't really decide what we want to do. Do we want men to open doors for us and pay for everything, or do we want to pay half for our own way for dinner? What do we want to do? Are we equal or not? And I feel like I'm quite happy for a man to lead, long as we discuss on what terms. Do you know what I mean? It depends on, and
Yeah.
these are the things, and I feel like
the individual relationship.
exactly. This is the thing, but then you have a lot of women, especially this younger generation, and I mean like 21 to 28, but I ain't cooking for no man. If he wants food, he can order Uber or Deliveroo. I'm not doing it. I don't need to do it. Am I his mother? Am I his slave? Okay, cool. That's fine. But I'm saying, what do you want him to do? I'll take you out to dinner, spend money on restaurants, all of that. You won't complain. You'll say, oh, no. Don't take me out, spend any money with me. I can spend my own money on myself because, you know, equal rights and gender, feminist, blah, blah, blah. We need to decide what we want to do first. Pick a struggle. Which one? Which one do you want to do? Do you know what I mean? For me, I'm like...
Don't you think men naturally invest in women anyway?
Of course they do, but...
When a man gives a woman their time, for example, he looks like he's giving them their time. He's giving her his time. Whereas when a woman spends time with a man, she's just spending time with the man. Whereas men kind of calculate every aspect of...
As in, what am I getting out of it?
You know, so at the same time, even though we're saying that women need to, you know, figure out what they're saying that's equal, what's the saying is, you know, what's equal and what's not equal. At the same time, where do you find a happy medium in that? Because men do invest, like I said, whether it's money, time, or whatever, blah, 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 and we can't take out the fact that we've already just agreed that men think a certain way and women think a certain way, and I keep getting back to the point that I feel like the way that women think is being very much taken out, yes, because there's more women to the men, there's more women to the men. Yes, I can see the whole aspect of the competition there, but at the same time, it's still balanced in terms of how the feminine energy thinks as well, and how to move with that.
Yeah, and this is exactly what I'm saying, and I agree. So we're saying the same thing. I agree with you, but we need to be honest. A lot of women are not being honest, about what they want in the relationship. Do you understand? I think that they're waiting and hoping and secretly praying for the man to just know. Men are not great with picking up innuendos or picking up like subliminal messages. You need to be out. You need to be direct with what you want, because men are not going to just know. Yeah. If you say, look, this is what I'm looking for, you need to say the words. Look, this is what I'm looking for. At least say it at least once, so you know you've said it. Because men will be like, right, I didn't know that's what she was thinking. I didn't know that's what she was thinking, or that's what she wanted, or that's what she was implying. Men don't ever make this assumption because men are not about it. They need to be told in the plain English words. That's the problem. And as well, because of the environment or the condition of the environment, which the men are well aware of, believe me,
I know they are.
Yeah, they are. Oh yeah. The polygamy thing is a madness. That's going to become more and more. I'm not personally. I'm not for it. But it's going to become more and more a thing because the men are like, well, you're complaining there's no men and you don't want to share. Like, fuck that, I ain't sharing. But I'm saying that is becoming more of a thing because they know that you know, this women, boy, one man might have 5 wives. Madness.
No, that's you know, it's not what that's something that's not the case. I'm not vulnerable like to you because you are able to have 10 cars and I'm only and I have one. You know, because realistically, if I adapt the same mentality as you, I can have 10 cars, but then I guess I'm a woman and then makes it all double standards.
Yeah, true, but not even that. Yeah, obviously, for yourself and your poor man and all that. But I'm saying, what's the chances you're going to find 10 decent cars, though? You understand? You might get 1 or 2 decent cars, but actual 10 decent cars. Remember, one guy can...
I'm going to meet 5 decent women?
Easy. For example, okay, look at this, yeah. With my speed dating, with my, you know, I do the matchmaking thing as well as a side hustle, on the side. I match people up and all that. So when I look at a lot of the application forms that I have in terms of women's career, I've got, 2 teachers, I've got 2 accountants, I've got a lady who's a lawyer, I've got another lady who is a policewoman. Do you understand? That's already just 6 women off the top of my head. That's just, without even having to think about it. Good careers, they're, driven, they have their own job, they have their own money. A lot of them are living alone, have their own homes or renting, whatever. They're fiercely independent, clean living. They ain't got no kids. There are a lot of the things that men say, oh, I don't want women. They don't have kids. They don't smoke. They don't do this. There's a lot of things where actually they would be very, very decent and attractive women. Do you understand? Already quite easily. Just saying, if you try to say, okay, find me 6 decent men, just find me 6 decent men in a room that are single. This is the hint. Because a man that's decent, some woman somewhere already saw him and snapped him up ASAP. Believe me. Believe me. Whatever's left behind are the cruddies that nobody wants. Or undercover gay, or just came out of jail or whatever. So this is my point. I feel like okay.
So what would people get from your event? Tell us more about your event. What would we get? What is it that we do there, etc.
Okay, so with the event coming up next month, 5th of July, I'm doing a black debate night. So basically, all my events are black only, or black or mixed black, as in mixed black and something else only, because I feel like we need our own kind of environment where we can express ourselves freely. So with my event next month, it's the True Talk debate night, and that is basically everybody writes some questions or something that they want to discuss. It goes in a bag. I randomly pick one out, read it off, and then we all just go ham on it. So you have the link I sent you about the last one. When I click from that, that's an example. People talk about things like this. People talk about things like dating. People talk about things like slavery, things like, I don't know, natural hair versus weave, colorism, all these things, things that affect us directly as black people. And people have a chance to really kind of express themselves and be open and listen to conflicting points of view, because obviously you have men and women there. So it's good to hear it from both, the perspectives from both genders. So obviously I do speed dating as well. So you know how that is. Again, it's black people only. Men and women, they come, ding, 4 minutes, they chat, and if they like each other, they like each other, no.
It's only black people don't have to competition.
Listen, yeah, I'm telling you, yeah, Tunde, come to my event, Tunde. I know you can see me with the matchmaking. It's not a site. I'll give you. Serena has my email. She just sends me an email. I send you the application form. You fill it, and then what happens once you fill it? I read it. We arrange to meet in London in real life, and then I get to chat with you, get a feel for what you are, look at your list, and look at what you filled out in the application form, and match with some of the women on my database. But the thing is, none of it's online because I'm not doing Tinder thing. It's all physical paper and physical pictures of people, and then myself matching each person one by one by myself. So I'll send you my email at the end of this. But yeah, I have a games night coming up as well at some point in the month. I'm also I'm going to do a dinner probably around September where everyone can come, get dressed up, have dinner, and just communicate. And it's just so nice. Yeah, exactly. Get your hair done. Nice ballroom dress, heels. Quite elegant. It's basically it's an opportunity for black people to communicate and to kind of interact with each other without it being so serious, and being able to network and mingle with each other and just be good and be happy in each other's company. And at the last one, I saw some guys taking some girls' numbers. Yeah, so who knows what can happen? Hey. Where
can we find you? What's your website address?
Okay, so as you know, with my Facebook, you can see that link up there. With my Instagram, it's Mahogany Moon 100. My Twitter, Mahogany Moon 100. My email is themahoganymoon@gmail.com. And I have a blog, mahoganymoon.uk, but it's been empty for a couple of months because I've just been too busy with everything. It's way above me. But yeah, but follow me on Insta because I post like every other day of new things. Especially now with the event coming up next month, I'm really advertising hard for that. So yeah, check all of those out. But yeah, it's been a pleasure chatting with you guys. Sorry for the awkward thing. I know it's like mad. I feel like I should be looking at the camera.
Yeah, we'll have to do it again. You're gonna have to.
I'm gonna have to sort it out. Yeah, I will sort it out. I literally bought a new phone today, so when I set it up and all that, I should be good to go because this other phone's a piece of crap.
Okay, then. Cool, great. Cool, Rooney. So thank you so much for coming on. Post your website in the group and your email address and whatnot in the group in the comment box. Sorry. And then
Okay.
That's great.
A pleasure. Thank you, and thanks Kunde for commenting and chipping in. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, bless you.
All right.
Then.
No worries, love.
We'll speak soon.
Definitely.
Well.
Make sure you come on the 5th. Make sure you're there.
The 5th of July. That's my birthday, honey. So,
no, stop.
Yeah, the 5th of July is my birthday.
Oh, bless you. Okay, cool. I'll allow you then. I'll allow you.
You gotta allow me.
I'll allow you. All right.
All right.
All right then. No worries. All right, bye. Bye everyone. Bye. Bye bye.
You're gonna have to end this live now.
Oh.
I'm here on the front.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I'll end it. Sorry. All right. Bye bye everyone. Bye.
Bye.